On Thursday morning, April 5, 2018, in Prescott, Arizona, our champion Mike Eberle crossed the finish line after a fierce green-white checkered finish. His family, parents Earl and Bernadette, brother Alan, and Aunt Pat Shaw Baumgartner, along with longtime friends Larry Jordan and Kevin Tingwesdahl, were at his bedside. Several close friends and family visited during the final week: Jackie Hull Bennett, his favorite mischievous cousin, his stepmother Terry Davis, Ken Leonard, Jeremy Thuney, and Tanya Hepper. A year and a half after his diagnosis with stage 4 colon cancer, Mike is free. Michael Raymond Eberle was born February 22, 1965 in St. Paul, Minnesota to Bernadette, Bernie Shaw, and Ron Davis. Bernie later married Earl Eberle, moving to San Carlos, California, with Earl eventually adopting Mike. Mike graduated from Newark Memorial High School in 1983. Soon after high school he worked with Safeway, and attended Ohlone Community College. He also worked with mobile life support and critical care transport, becoming lifelong friends with his co-workers. Mike was an avid downhill snow skier, and outdoorsman with many camping trips with friends through the years. He and Donna Pimentel were married around 1989 and they later moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico. There Mike worked with a psychiatric hospital, planning to become a paramedic. This marriage later ended, and Mike took this opportunity to move to Hague, North Dakota, where his parents grew up, to assist his grandmother Maggie Shaw. After she passed, he moved to Bismarck, North Dakota, initially working at the hospitals in various positions. Mike continued to make many drives to Hague to spend time with his Eberle grandparents. He later worked in management with Wendy's for 11 years. In 2010, Mike entered the carpentry business with his close friend Dan Tokash. Mike was an avid NASCAR fan, fervently rooting for his driver Kasey Kahne. During NASCAR seasons, most weekends he was at home watching the races with Kevin Tingwesdahl, his brother from another mother. He, his mother, and aunts made several trips to NASCAR races in Martinsville, Phoenix, Dover, Bristol, and Charlotte, also inviting Kevin for 2 of their NASCAR trips. Mike had a sizable collection of Kasey Kahne memorabilia, of which he was very proud. He also was a devoted Stephen King fan, accumulating most of his books. Through the years, Mike's home and heart were always open to friends of all walks of life, with many summer evenings on the back patio, or around the fire pit, in his artfully landscaped backyard. He sure did love digging in the dirt with his plants and flowers. Many summer weekends he spent time with Dan Tokash and countless friends up in Sanger, North Dakota. Assorted pets through the years filled his life. We fondly remember his Dalmatian Lucy, his Labrador Bjorn, and his rescue Labrador Rosser. His most recent pets, Shania, a happy-go-lucky Doberman, and August Jane, a rascally rescue kitten, were his devoted companions comforting him through his months with cancer. Mike's close friends, Jeremy Thuney, Kevin Tingwesdal, Tara Wood, and Ty Edinger were a great pit crew for him as well. During the months of cancer treatments and doctoring, Mike continued to live his life to the fullest. Seemingly out of nowhere, coaxed by Ty, he picked up the paintbrush and canvases, and began exploring his creative side. He had painted many art pieces, for family and friends, within this fleeting period. Travel to visit friends and family was very important for him, when his health allowed him. Mike spent 6 weeks in California at his parents' home that first winter. Shortly after, he flew to Alaska for the funeral of his birth father, who also had died of colon cancer. He also took a couple road trips through Minnesota and Iowa, visiting with extended family. He returned to Alaska that summer with Kevin, to receive the pickup his father had bestowed to him, driving back to North Dakota, enjoying the majestic scenery, and camping along the way. He took time to adopt a kitten for Shania, before getting back on the road with Shania, to visit friends in Maryland. He and his mom met during their NASCAR trips. This past winter, he traveled with Shania and August Jane to California for a couple of months with his family for the holidays. He and his mom spent time in Arizona, looking at property and settling on a house in Prescott. When Mike returned to Bismarck in January, he received the medical news that his cancer was not responding any longer to any treatments. So, ever spontaneous, he upped his move date to March instead of in the summer. Several close friends helped pack most of his belongings in a moving truck, on a frigid Saturday in February. His longtime high school friend Larry Jordan flew in from Las Vegas to help Mike drive the truck to the new house in Prescott. Mike flew back a week later to settle a few matters, pick up Shania and August Jane, and his buddy Kevin, and they made the drive back to Arizona. Unfortunately, All this aggravated his cancer much worse, and his health began to rapidly decline, eventually requiring hospice care. For the few short weeks he was in their new house, he savored sitting on the balcony, soaking in the warm Arizona sun with Shania and August, instead of sheltering inside away from the North Dakota snow. He crossed the finish line, with his hospice bed positioned next to the spacious window, giving him a relaxing view of the sunny Arizona outdoors. His pit crew remaining to cheer on his memory are his parents, Earl and Bernadette Eberle, Prescott, Arizona, his brother Alan, also in Prescott, his fur kids Shania and August Jane, who will live with Grandpa and Grandma, Aunts Viola Schall-Beckler, Hague, North Dakota, Pat Schall-Baumgartner, Alexandria, Minnesota, Lori Eberle Zucker, El Sobrante, California, and Melinda Eberle Boggs, Pinole, California. Uncles Ernie Eberle, Phoenix, Arizona, Dion Eberle, Hague, North Dakota, and Andy Lee Eberle, Bismarck, North Dakota. Stepmother Terry Davis, Soldotna, Alaska, several step-siblings, aunts, and uncles. Many cousins, and countless close friends. Meeting him at the winner's circle in heaven are his grandparents, his birth father, a few uncles, and many pets.
Remember me. To the living, I am gone. To the sorrowful, I will never return. To the angry, I was cheated. But, to the happy, I am at peace. And, to the faithful, I have never left. I cannot be seen, but I can be heard. So as you stand upon a shore, gazing at a beautiful sea, remember me. As you look in awe at a mighty forest and its grand majesty, remember me. As you look upon a flower and admire its simplicity, remember me. Remember me in your heart, your thoughts, your memories of the times we loved, the times we cried, the times we fought, the times we laughed. For if you always think of me, I will never be gone. Written by Margaret Mead.
Memorials should be addressed to his parents in Arizona. Heritage Memory Mortuary in Prescott prepared the final arrangements. His family extends to each of you, his friends and family, a very grateful thank you for your love and prayers, especially this past year and a half. They also give a great thank you to the devoted care team from Maggie's Hospice during the last days. The family is planning for a memorial service at a later date in Bismarck. May God richly bless the memory of our champion Mike.